6 weeks ago, I just so happened seeing my watermelon man around the corner. So I was like, okay, Joe, you want to do some fast? Watermelon tastes good. I put it in the universe on Instagram, and I said, I'm about to do my watermelon thing, you know. And I've been 41 days, nothing but watermelon. I'm down 35 pounds. I feel amazing on my health scare. I have a mass on my adrenal gland, right? It took them 6 months. In them 6 months, my body went into like a fight or flight mode.
When did you start making the changes to like improve your health, and what did you do?
I let go of a lot of negative things. I quit smoking cigarettes. I was smoking cigarettes for like since I was 16.
You said something I probably have not heard before, which is that a lot of truckers want to be healthy. Like, is that just a theme of the business?
Majority of the time, we sit down 10 to 12 hours a day driving. You can get caught up in the money, and you want to keep the door closed, and you want to keep rolling. I had buddies, my running buddies, that was, hey, your body gonna need this, your body gonna need that, bro. You're gonna need protein, bro. You're not gonna be able to do this. And I'm proving them wrong every day. You know what I'm saying? Let me show these guns real quick, Chris. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
I tell people, Chris, I'm powered about watermelon. That's what I'm screaming out on my Instagram. I just sit down. I just felt so good. And I was so proud of myself that I have control of what I can put in my body. And I'm true to myself doing this.
That's powerful.
That took me to another level.
Hi, I'm Chris James, and you're watching Healthy Alternative. Today, we got a special guest all the way from the ATL. Joseph is here with us today, and we're going to get into a little bit of his health and wellness journey, a little bit of background story, all of that good stuff. So if you're interested in hearing his journey, that's coming up next.
Hey, Chris, I appreciate you for having me, brother. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
It's my pleasure. Like, honestly, I tell people all the time, these interviews, they give me life personally. Cause like, just imagine pouring yourself into something. It's almost like the interviews are the fruit of the labor. You know what I mean? Were there any particular like, diseases you reversed or?
Right now I'm going through stage 3 kidney disease. My GFR is like say about 62. And what I'm trying to do better with what I put in my body so I can maintain a positive GFR.
Okay.
And also I have like a mass on my adrenal gland, but that's another story. So, it's cancerous, so I'm good. I'm good on that. So I'm just got to do better. We got to do better, Chris.
For sure. I mean,
we have to do better.
Either way it goes, you know what I mean? Whether it's cancerous or not. See, I remember before I started doing the whole health and wellness journey thing, I would be like, okay, cool. I dated a girl who had a tumor on her brain. And like when she very first told me, I'm like, bro. And she's like, it's non-cancerous. I'm like, oh my goodness, you know what I mean? But also by the same token, I noticed that she had like brain fog, and she wasn't slow, but like it was like she processed slower, like I could just tell. And like it still impacts you. So anyway, right. So let's get into it, man. Well, first of all, how long you been following the brand? How long you been, hip to AHA?
I've been following you guys for years, man. Me as a truck driver, we watch a bunch of different videos on YouTube on our downtime. Not while we driving, but on our downtime,
Okay.
man. And you notice, as a truck driver, a lot of truck drivers want to be healthy. They just some of us are too lazy to go out here and really do what we do. So we just stuck up a bunch of information, and sometimes they can be overwhelming. And sometimes we can kind of, fall off the pivot where we want to be because it's so much information. But a lot of this stuff is simple.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, so one of the things truck drivers always tell me is being on the road, it's the options available. Like, it's a lifestyle. You guys naturally kind of fall into this groove where you're eating at the gas stations and, things of that nature. Where do you think your problem started, though?
My problem started, I'd say, when I started driving truck, man. It's so many different fast food options. And we get excited by mom and pop stores because you be like, oh, that's the closest we're going to get to home cooked meal. But at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of processed food and a bunch of meats and just a bunch of crap. I see some truck drivers, they come out with gallons of Mountain Dew bottles in their hand. A lot of truck drivers are overweight. I was constantly drinking sweet teas from the pilot with my pilot points. It's just a mess out there, man. And I really think somebody needs to really take control far as the health wise in the trucking industry, man. You know, you like you say you have me as a driver on here, man. A lot of people need to look at this drivers, man, and understand we need to do better with our health, man, because we only get one life, man.
Right.
And don't wait too late to see this video and be like, oh man. But hey, you're gonna have to see the video to get yourself
I'm
together. You're gonna start looking.
Listen, the video might be that motivation for somebody, but I
Yes,
get
sir.
exactly what you're saying. So like when we look at the trucking industry, right? We all understand that it's the lifeblood. Well, I'll say people who have a business mindset, they understand
Mhm.
the trucking industry is the lifeblood of the country. It's very interesting to me that we how we treat our truckers, kind of like what you're saying. Basically, like the routes and everything, it's just back and forth the same route, right? So
Yeah,
it would
yeah.
be easy to set up, healthy options, fruit,
Mhm.
fresh fruit, whatever the case. If anybody wanted to like institutionalize something healthy for you guys, it'd be easy because
Mhm.
it's like it's the same thing every day. Well,
Exactly.
you said something I probably have not heard before, which is that a lot of
Mhm.
truckers want to be healthy. So, what do you see as a trucker? You see people coming in and do you
Mhm.
notice that their health declines? Like, is that just a theme of the business?
I notice majority of the time we send down 10 to 12 hours a day driving. Um, you can get caught up in the money and
Mm,
you want to keep the door closed and you want to keep rolling. So once you're getting good paychecks, you're happy, but you're not thinking about your health. You're just thinking about the money. And that's
mm,
where a lot of truckers fail, man. And we come up with excuses, excuses of why we not doing this, man. We work all day, man, but your health is important, man. At least walk you a mile. At least, do you some squats. At least eat better. So we
mm.
stack a bunch of junk on top of junk on top of junk. And that's where a lot of truckers go wrong. We think about doing better. We watch your videos. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm guilty of it myself.
Right.
And it took me time to come out here and say, you know what, Joe, enough is enough. Get yourself back together. And I tell them it's a lifestyle and it's okay to fall and get back up. It's okay. Just don't never give up on yourself doing this lifestyle journey. It's not temporary. Folks say, oh, I want to lose 16 pounds before my vacation. I want to lose 16 pounds here. This is a lifestyle, Chris,
Hmm.
forever. So,
Right. And if
it's
you
crazy
approach
on that
it that
road.
way, I think it makes the whole thing a lot more achievable. Because like diets are hard. It's like I'm gonna do this thing for a period of
Yeah.
time to get lose 20 pounds, and then you're going right back to, you know what I'm saying? You move
Yeah, I
differently
think.
when you have a lifestyle on your mind versus a diet.
Mhm. And this
So
that's where you guys come in handy from your videos. So when they like and subscribe your videos and your videos constantly popping up, it's a constant reminder. That's what I do. I see you, I see a bunch of different health people, and they keep me on track of staying positive. So I use the internet for positive more than I use it for a bunch of BS out here. So
yeah.
that's a tip.
Yeah, for
Hmm.
sure. For sure. And that's actually something I personally did, right? So when
Hmm.
maybe about 20 years ago, maybe 25 years ago, I stopped watching cable TV because I just
Hmm.
found, a lot of negativity. And then what I
Yeah.
noticed was a lot of the commercials were trying to drive us towards pharmaceuticals and like very
Preach.
unhealthy things. You know, it's
Man,
crazy.
man, I gotta tell you, Chris. Let me tell you real quick. I know you on the
Go
road,
ahead, go ahead.
Chris. Check this out. On my health scare, I have a mass on my adrenal gland, right? And it took the doctors 6 months to tell me that it was non-cancerous because they couldn't cut me open and do a biopsy, right? So it took them 6 months. In them 6 months, that's why I understand mental health now. Back in the days, I used to laugh and joke and then understand mental health, but mental health is real. My body went into like a fight or flight mode. I couldn't sleep. And that goes back to what you were saying about TV, man. It was very depressing. Even I had friends, they sending me people getting hit by a car and a bunch of dumb videos on Instagram. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to see nothing like that right now. Y'all need to grow up. You know what I'm saying? It's immature. So your mind frame going to different process when you going through some things, man, or when you trying to overcome some things. So commercials like a bunch of cancer commercials was coming on, and I was
Of
like
course.
turning the radio off and turning the TV off. I don't want to see nothing negative, and it was
Yeah.
very depressing. So I started abusing Xanax, man. I was
Mm.
abusing Xanax for like 8 months because it was giving me like Zoloft and different medicine, man. And man, when I say my mind was gone, I was thinking about my kids, my mortgage, my family, my wife. I was thinking about all that, Chris, and I don't wish that on nobody. So, it's crazy. That goes with what as
No,
far as the
that's
TV. You got to kind of change the algorithm for something positive
yeah.
more than, the basic stuff we see every day that we take for granted.
Yeah, yeah, that's a word right there because in in order to like I've never even considered that. You know what I'm saying? I've never been in
Yeah.
that situation before.
Hmm.
That's terrible, right? Like just
Yeah.
and then especially if you're Googling. Like if
Oh
you're
yeah,
if
cool, man. I turned into a Google monster. You know what helped me? TikTok. It helped me because I found people that had similar health scares like me, and it
hmm
kind of instead it helped me cope with it.
right.
But Google, if you stay off Google, people, just stay off Google because Google will drive you crazy.
Yeah.
It will go from a pinky toenail scratch to you have AIDS. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
for sure.
You have to be careful on the Google. You got to kind of just stay light on it if you're gonna Google something.
Yeah, Google's wild. Let me ask you this, because
Yes, sir.
once again, this is a
Mhm.
new experience for me to be able to kind of
Okay.
dig into.
Yes, sir. Come on with me.
During that 6 to 8 months, what
Mhm.
were you talking to your family about this? Were you holding this in by yourself?
I
Like,
was I was holding it in, but I was sharing it like with coworkers, man. I as a man, especially as a black man, we kind of feel like people, oh, we don't want people in our business. We don't want to talk. We don't want to express ourselves, man. I learned, Chris, man, we only got one life to live, man. I was opening up the buddies and friends, and you'll be surprised what people are going through. So once I was opening up, I was getting love back, and they was telling me their problems. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And we was here for one another. So I was, talking to my supervisor about it. I was talking to my wife about it. I was just that's how I was coping with it. I was getting it off my chest, letting people know. At
Mhm.
first, it was like a secret. Then it became, well, Joe, you just got to get it off your chest, man. You want to let people know, and that's when I became more positive. It's weird to say, but I became more positive and I let go a lot of the negative things. I quit smoking cigarettes. I was smoking cigarettes for like since I was 16. I was
Mhm.
smoking cigarettes. I was vaping. I used to smoke marijuana. So I let a lot of things go prior to this health scare. But the cigarettes I was still smoking into the health scare. Then I just when the doctors told me, when they say your kidneys function low, we have to look at this mass. We don't know what's going on. My mind kind of just like shut down. So I
Mhm.
ain't smoked cigarettes since then because life
Okay.
is we can't take life for granted, man.
No,
So,
no, and like, you know, I'm on the same page as far as like understanding. Well, I kind of feel like, look, one life,
mhm.
and um, there was, it was that time period where you kind of feel like YOLO. Like YOLO is
Yeah,
different from what we talking about. YOLO's like live
hmm,
fast. You know what I'm saying? It's like
yeah,
just go all out. And I went through that period when I was probably in my 20s, and then I
hmm,
realized I was like, man, my body is really beat up, and I'm not even midlife. Like my
yeah,
body's beat up. What if you live to be 80 years old? You know what I'm saying? And you
hmm,
keep on this fast course. So at some point, you got to be like, you know what? I gotta take better care of myself.
oh yeah,
But I love what you said about like sharing with other people because when I was
hmm,
studying cancer patients, like I was studying like survival rates and like who was beating cancer, and it was always the person that had something to live for and
hmm,
like had family and you know what I mean, regularly
yeah,
kind of interacted. It wasn't
hmm,
about treatment. It was the ones that got healed. It was always like this kind of mystery around it, and I
yeah,
noticed these were people that were positive.
yeah. And that's what I noticed, Chris, on this journey. Um, I've been positive. I've been uplifting. I've been going through some personal things with my wife, and I don't let it get to me as much as I used to. I
hmm
just stay positive. I'm positive with friends. I'm positive with family. I just love positive energy. I stay away from negative energy, man. Since I became positive on this journey, man, it been here.
Yeah.
Up the hill since. Uphill
Yeah.
since. Mm-hmm.
Tell me what happened to your relationships with friends. Because, like, when I
Mm-hmm.
changed to the positive mindset, I
Yeah.
saw people for what they were, right,
Oh yeah.
around me, and I
Oh
had
yeah.
to make adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
What has that been like for you? I guess maybe pruning friends
Mm-hmm.
or.
Okay, let me tell you, Chris. Back in the days, my mother always told me, "You really ain't got no friend."
Mm,
So I used to, Mama, this is my friend. This is my friend. This is my friend. So when you change to be a different person, people look at you like, "Oh, he think he better than me." That's not a friend. When somebody think, "Oh, he think he better than me," nah, man, I just choose to do something different. I don't want to sit at the club and drink every weekend. You know, that's man, we've been doing this shit for over. Excuse me, we've been doing this for over. We've been doing this for over 20 years, man.
yeah.
I'm 39, man. It's time to do something, man. Health is wealth, and you're not gonna understand this until something happened to you. And I don't want nothing to happen to you, so I try to explain it to him. Oh, Joe on another wave, man. You know, everybody want to be cool, but I'm being me. Like I'm trying to tell y'all what's going on. So, hey, what you gonna do? So I cut a lot of people off, man. I only got like two friends, Chris. You know, I
Yeah.
have associates. Don't get me wrong, I have associates, but far as friends, you know, I only have like two friends, man. The older you get, the more you realize, you can't hold grudges with people, but you treat people how you want to be treated. And you got to realize people is not going to treat you how you want to be treated. But as long as you stay positive and don't set no expectations for nobody because they'll disappoint you every time. So that's how I stay positive, Chris. I don't expect nothing from nobody. Only person I expect something from is me, myself,
Hmm.
and I. And
Yeah.
that's how I survive in this world. Expecting things from people, they're gonna let you down every time.
Nah, yeah, that's wisdom.
Yeah. They're gonna let you
uh,
down every time.
like, okay, so literally, I
Hmm.
just last year I've been telling the community, the family, I'm like, look, man, last year was crazy for me. It was the most stressful is how I'll put it, is the most stress I probably had on myself ever,
Hmm.
right? And at that time, you think people who, people around you supporting you, friends, whatever, they're gonna come, they're gonna help you, they're gonna do whatever
Hmm.
they can because you've always looked out for them. And it was just like I
Exactly.
felt like I was on an island, you know?
Yeah. Feel like you by yourself, man. It's like nobody's there to help rescue you. You might have two friends that see it and be like, hey man, hey Chris, man, I see you kind of moving different, man. Hope all is well.
Yeah,
But you're not gonna really have nobody that to tap in into you and say, "Hey,
right,
Chris, I ain't seen you, Chris, in like a week, bro. You all right? Everything good?" You know what I'm
right.
saying? It's hard to find them people like that, and I know I'm like that to a lot of people, where I can
Hmm.
see them moving different. I might take time out and say, "Hey, man, you all right? You okay?" Then you'll be surprised how people come out and be like, "Man, I've been going through this, man. I'm going through that." So I used to keep a lot of my stuff a secret, but I share it, and when you share it, man, you'll be surprised how people open up to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
that
So
community.
yeah,
I
that's
think
what's going on.
I think that might be part of the reason why we have problems with friendships is because, like, let's
Mm-hmm.
be honest, if me and you have known each other for 10 years and I'm
Mm-hmm.
keeping my stuff to myself and you keeping your stuff to yourself, what kind of
Yes,
bond are you really, you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like,
It's like, man, come on, what you trying to do? You trying to collect information from me? Collect information, man. I'm putting it all on the table, man. We ain't got number one life to live. We too old to be hiding stuff from one another. You know what I'm saying? As long as it ain't a bank statement, we all right. You know,
so
but
so talk to me about what that's been like for you as far as you got the knowledge that you had to mass.
mm-hmm.
You went through the 6 to 8 months where you really didn't know what was going on. And
Mm-hmm.
then what did you do after that? Or did you want to talk about your kidneys? Like when did you
Yeah,
start making the changes to like improve your health? And what did you do?
okay. I just started making the changes 6 weeks ago, actually. I went through a mental state during the process. After the process, I was still procrastinating. Man, I'm gonna go do it tomorrow. I go get me a 10-piece lemon pepper sprinkle,
Mm,
a hamburger, and I say, man, you know what, man, I'm gonna start again tomorrow. So before I noticed one thing, when you keep saying you're gonna start, I'm gonna start Monday, I'm gonna start Tuesday, I'm gonna start next week. You never start.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You never start. So what I did, Chris, 6 weeks ago. I just so happened seeing my watermelon man around the corner. I said, you know what? I said, I'm gonna try this watermelon. I put it to the test. I put it in the universe on Instagram. I
Uh,
put it on Instagram. I said, I'm about to do my watermelon thing, you know? And I've been 41 days, nothing but watermelon. 41 days, nothing
Crazy.
but watermelon. I'm down 35 pounds. I feel amazing. And one thing I want to tell people, man, don't never let nobody tell you what you can't do. I had a lot of haters, Chris. Oh, he's not doing this, and I'm not doing it for them. I'm just sharing the journey with them. I'm doing it for myself. But it's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna talk down, and they let me know, man, that the world is full of hate and crazy people. You just got to tap into yourself and don't let that bother you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning a lot on this journey, Chris. Learning a
Yeah,
lot. Mhm.
crabs in a bucket. People want to make sure that you stay at their vibrational frequency because
Mhm.
misery loves company.
But
It's
yeah,
more fun, the more the merrier.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
But it made
Um,
me feel good. It made me feel good, Chris. I felt good because I felt I'm true to it. So it
right.
feels good when you got a hater. It's like, what? I got a hater? Like, yes, you know what I'm saying? I need that. I
Yeah.
need that hater because it was going too smooth. Everybody, ha ha ha. I need that hater. Oh, you
Yeah.
really ain't doing it. I was like, okay, I must be looking good, man.
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
So I need it.
now that
I
is what
salute to all
happened.
the haters out there. Salute to the haters. We need y'all, man. We couldn't do it without y'all, man. Thank you
Hey,
very much.
facts.
Yeah,
Hey,
for real.
listen, when
Mm-hmm.
okay, so like when I very first started my channel, I'll be in the comment section all day and all night, literally, like just
Yeah.
boom, responding. And as I got
Mm-hmm.
bigger, I couldn't be in the comments as much, right? And so, but I
Exactly.
tell you what, when I see a hater in the comments, I'm in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And my whole thing is address
Mm-hmm.
it, educate, because I want to make sure that people don't think that what someone's saying negative is actually correct. So I always want to make sure that, because people
Mm-hmm.
read comments and all that, but
Mm-hmm.
it gives me a reason to interact. Like it gets a
Exactly.
little, you saying, hey man, thanks, I appreciate you, I appreciate the love, hey, peace, blessing,
Mm-hmm.
blah, blah, blah. It gets a little mundane. It's nice
Yeah.
when the
Yeah.
haters come in and be like,
Exactly. But you,
stirring
you
the
know
pot
what?
a
You know
little.
what, Chris? The haters just need love.
Right.
The haters be confused. You know what I'm saying? I had a hater in my comment, and I understand y'all have a lot of following, so it's hard to respond to everybody. I only got 7,000 followers, but my followers been going crazy, been growing. And I had a dude say something, and I made a video with his comment on the top. And I said, hey man, I want to appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. But I was like, bro, you can do it too, bro. You can do this too, man. There's a lot of this stuff easier said than done, but I'm just pinning out here sharing it with y'all. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So you can see my transformation. I said, bro, you can do it too, man. And you think he replied back? No. No. He probably said and stick his head like, man, that's a good dude, man. Like you can do it too. You don't have to hate, man. Just ask a question, man, and you can get down with this healthy living too, man. You don't have to hate, man. When you hate, that means you have self-hate within yourself to hate on another object or grown man,
Right.
or woman. So
What's in you will come out of you.
there you go.
Right.
It's okay to be vulnerable, ladies and gents, and ask for help. You know what I'm saying? Don't hate.
Well, that's okay. So, like, that's actually part of a detox. So, you had mentioned
Mhm.
earlier that, when you started talking about what you had kind of pent up inside, it made you feel better because you
Yeah.
were detoxing the emotions and all of the thoughts and everything.
Yes, sir.
Um, the haters, a lot of the haters, man, it's a detox, but the problem is you can't keep taking in negativity and trying to
Mm-hmm.
detox it out. Like, you got to stop the flow of negativity and
Hmm.
detox out, and then you'll start to see progress.
Yeah.
So, what you said
Mhm.
you've been, watching the different health channels and stuff for a while. What
Mhm.
made you decide to do the watermelon fast?
Man, I just like I watch shout out to Bobby Smith. I watch him. I watch Kevin. I watch a lot of people from your channel too, and I seen a lot of different fasting. So I was like, okay, Joe, you want to do some fast? Watermelon tastes good. So I was like, man, get watermelon to try. It's kind of sweet. And I watched Yaki Awaken, and he was like, H3O and all this good stuff. I watch your channel, so it's a lot of stuff I soaked up. But like I said, it'll be overwhelming. A lot of this stuff is simple, but it's
Mhm.
easier said than done. I just locked in with it, man. Day number one, I was okay. I did it 24 hours. Day number two, I was like, okay, Joe, you got motion. Day number three, the wife bought some pizza, Chris. Let me tell you how I
Woo!
did this. The wife bought some Domino's pizza. She bought the marble cookie, the cinnamon toast twist, and she had the barbecue pizza. She bought everything, right?
Uh-huh.
So I came downstairs. That's how I used to give in, Chris. I
Mhm.
used to give in. So at that moment, I was tested. I looked at the pizza. I looked at the pizza my kids was eating. I looked at the pizza and I just smelt it. And I went upstairs. I grabbed my watermelon juice out of the refrigerator and I went upstairs and just got away from it. Once
Yeah.
I did that, Chris, I knew it was possible, man. I knew it was possible. So day 4 and 5, I was like, okay, Joe, you still doing it. So what I do, Chris, I keep a cooler with me full of I blend my watermelon. Sometimes I juice it, but I blend it. So I'm a big guy and it stays on me for a minute when
Yeah.
I blend it. You know what I'm saying? I get all the stuff. I feel like I'm getting everything out of it, the seeds and the rind and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So day number 5 and 6, I was I was feeling like jittery, like I had too much caffeine or something in coffee. And I was like, okay, boom. And let me tell you, Chris, I exercise every day. I do burpees, I run, I start back running. I was lifting weights and everything. So day number 6, I just felt the boost of energy. And I haven't looked back since, Chris. And I'm gonna tell you, I know I'm gonna have to refeed soon. You know what I'm saying?
One
But
day,
man,
yes.
I told myself, Chris, on this journey, man, I swear, 41 days, I told myself every day I'm getting better. I feel better and better and better, and I don't want to stop. But let me tell you something, what I did on day 12, Chris. I got it documented. I told myself, man, it brought tears to my eyes, Chris. I never told myself this a day in my life, man. I told myself, I said, I love me.
Mm.
I sat down, Chris, and I never in my life told myself I love me, bro. I tell my family, my wife, my kids, but I never told myself
Yeah.
that I love me, bro. So that just, man,
That's powerful.
that took me to another level. We love everybody. We tell everybody we love them. We tell our family, our kids, but to tell yourself, to tap in and tell yourself, man, I was downtown. I was on the belt line and I was pumping my road bike up. And I sat down. I just sat down. I just felt so good, and I was so proud of myself
Mm.
that I have control of what I can put in my body, and I'm true
Mm.
to myself doing this because I used to do stuff and I'd be half doing it. You know what I'm saying? But to
Yeah.
be 10 toes down in this, Chris, I sat down. And I just smiled at myself, man, and I told myself, I said, I love you, Joe. I said, I love you, man. And it's like I wish I could see myself when I was telling myself that, but
Right.
I felt so good, man. It's hard to explain, but not to get
Yeah.
all wishy and all that, but I just wanted to share
Nah,
that with y'all, man.
hey
You know
man,
what I'm
hey, we
saying?
we need to showcase it because look, me and my brother, we have a 40-day wellness course that we taught like a couple years ago. And in that
Mhm.
class, we would tell people, we call it mirror work. We're like,
Mhm.
you tell everybody else, just like you said, you tell your mom, your dad, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever, you love them. What we want you to do is go and look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself
Mhm.
you love yourself. It
That's
is one
dope,
of
man.
the most difficult words to get out the
Yeah,
first time.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
It,
saying?
it
Like,
was man, that's crazy you said you did it in the class, like just to experience it like by myself, just sitting down and like, man, I love you.
yeah.
Like I'm like, where the hell that come from?
Where did it
But
come
like,
from? Exactly.
where that come from? But it's
Yeah.
like I'm thankful for me. I'm thankful for myself as I'm not trying to throw race in it, but as a black man, we deal with so much in America. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have to deal with our own people. We have to deal with our jobs. We have to deal with our household, and it's like we're sometimes we just don't have that outlet to be free. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And to feel free for that day, I felt amazing. I was like, bro, I just love you. It was like all my worries was gone. And it was just me, myself, and I at that park, pumping my tire up on that bike. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy. I just feel good, man, to share that with y'all, man.
That's gold, man.
Yes,
That's
sir.
gold. The fact that it came to you intuitively,
Mhm.
the impact it had, just everything about it. Because sometimes you got to tell people, like a lot of people, they be in their mess, and, and
Mhm.
and you want them to understand that you're valuable, right? So you'll
Oh,
try to coach them, like tell yourself you love yourself, but it's almost like faking it till you make it at that point, because
yeah.
they don't
Mhm.
really believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And when you say it and you believe it, it just hits different.
Oh, yeah.
It's,
Oh, yeah.
you
I don't
know?
know. I don't know. The last time I was proud of myself, Christian, I still haven't told myself 15 years ago when I got my CDL license.
Mm,
That was one of the best. I never thought I was going to become a truck driver. Once I became a truck driver, I was happy.
mm.
Um, of course, when my kids was born, but just as far as you grow in age, and my first time, 39 years of my life, to tell myself I love me, man, that
That's
just
crazy.
is.
Why weren't we taught that, man?
I don't know. I I've seen it in like yoga classes, hug yourself and tell yourself you love yourself. But to do it without anyone telling you at the middle of nowhere is what got me. I actually believe myself because it's
Hmm.
coming from me. I love myself.
Right.
And people can tell you to tell you hug yourself, tell you love yourself. But it's not gonna be authentic. It's not gonna feel authentic until you understand your value, to understand your worth, yourself,
Hmm.
your body, to tell your body, you know what I'm saying? You love your body. You can love your cars, you can love this and love that. But what about yourself? And a lot of people, we walk around here every day, we not thinking about ourselves. You have people that's being selfish, but they really not thinking about themselves.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Surface level.
There you go.
Let me dig a little deeper into your fast because
Mhm.
one of the things I find is very difficult for people is when they bust into a fast cold turkey, which it sounds like you kept trying to kind of get the engine going, but you weren't really being successful. So one day you kind of just went
Exactly.
cold turkey. What did
Exactly.
you experience in the way of feeling sated? Like, did you
Mhm.
when you ate a watermelon, I'm assuming you're eating a whole watermelon in a day,
Yeah,
or
I mean a half a watermelon a
okay.
day. So
So you're
when
doing half,
mhm.
and it's juice, and then sometimes you eat the whole watermelon.
The majority of it is blended. So when
Okay.
I see the juice, when I see people juicing, I notice when you juice, you separate and
Yeah.
some pulp and stuff out of the watermelon. It's
Yeah.
it's thin and fine.
Yeah.
But I noticed I did my Google research on the seeds, it have the magnesium and all the
Yes.
good stuff in the seeds and stuff. So I blend my watermelon and I keep
Okay.
them in the cooler, and I blend them
Okay.
to get all of
And
them.
so, did you find that like you had a lot of cravings, or that you didn't feel full or satisfied? Did that happen early on? Is it still happening now? Like, how do you kind of cope with that?
I feel it's weird. It's kind of weird to explain. It's like my body become adjusted to it. So when I tell
Mhm.
you the don't worry about what people say, you can everybody's journey is different. So far as my journey, after I made it past day number 6, it was like clockwork. It was like I'm feeling full. I work out, I run, and I had buddies, my running buddies. That was, hey Joe, you need to bro, you don't need to push it so hard, man. You're gonna need to drink some water, bro. You're gonna have to eat. You need protein. You need this. And I'm like, bro, I'm still lifting. I was still lifting 405 in the gym on day
Phew.
number 15. So it's like this protein stuff that they speaking and stuff, as far as taking protein and animal products, is like it's all a myth. It's like,
Mhm.
bro, I'm working out twice as harder than you, and I'm
Mm.
on watermelon. I'm a big dude. Don't get me wrong. I lost 33 to 35 pounds, Chris, since
Yeah.
in 6 weeks. But the thing is, to perform how I perform, and I work out in big groups in Atlanta. Thing called Hill for Atlanta is a big group of people we work out, and to outperform a lot of people is like, Joe, man, you're a beast, and
Yeah.
you can't listen to what people tell you when it comes to everybody want to be an expert, but nobody was saying nothing, Chris, when I was eating, um, taking pictures of my food, steaks, and taking pictures of ribs, and taking pictures of hamburgers and drinks and stuff, and nobody had a problem about that, but they
Hmm.
they they started having a problem when they see me putting something healthy in my body every day. Bro,
What
your
is
body
it?
gonna need this. Your body gonna need that, bro. You're gonna need protein, bro. You're not gonna be able to do this. I'm proving them wrong every day. I've been proving them wrong for 41 days.
I love it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it. You know what I really like, man? I like the fact that you have such a different approach and a different perspective from what we normally see, is at least in our community.
Oh
Because
yeah.
like when I very first started teaching like dietary strategy,
Yeah.
people got on me about,
Mhm.
oh, Chris, where you gonna get your protein? Where you gonna get this and that? And I'm not a fitness guy, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like a lot of people are looking at me and they're like, he don't know what he's talking about. So then when
Hmm.
my brother John, when he started doing it, it was like,
Hmm.
hey, everything I've been telling y'all is true. Here, look at what John is doing, because he's a
Hmm.
fitness trainer. He works out. He does fasted workouts.
Exactly.
He's lifting more than the biggest guys in the gym. There's nothing you
Exactly.
can say, right?
Hmm.
And what we learn too about that is the muscle develops differently when you have like fruit and fasting as your
Exactly.
fuel source.
Exactly. It's like
Yeah.
my muscles been cutting up. It been more definition. You know what I'm saying? Let me show these guns real quick, Chris. You know what I'm saying?
Come
And
on, man.
that's I tell people, Chris, I'm powered by watermelon. That's what I'm screaming out on my Instagram, powered by watermelon, you know? And I noticed from, like you say, from my background, I'm not proud of nothing I done, but I had a kind of crazy rap in the south side of Atlanta. I thank God I never got in any trouble. I was blessed with no felonies and misdemeanors. Not trying to be cool, but I have a lot of people in the community that look up to me. And I be myself. I don't get on here trying to talk proper and extra. Hey, Chris, hey buddy, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? I be myself. And there's nothing wrong with being yourself talking proper, but I'm
Yeah.
being myself. And I
Yeah.
notice a lot of guys, man, a lot of people from from the hood or the south side, they relate to me, and
Mhm.
it's the wave now. And there's a lot of people want to, hey Joe, man, they like seeing people they can relate to on the health tip. And I got
Mhm.
a lot of people behind me. I went from 2,000 followers, Chris, on Instagram to 7,000 followers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everybody tagging me, watermelon this, watermelon that. Man, how
Yeah.
you do it? How you do it? And I got other guys to, like me that come out here and be like, hey, Joe, man, hey, man, it really works. It really works, man. Yeah, I feel good. I'm just posting it on my story, and then everybody else did. Now everybody want a watermelon in Atlanta. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I
Yeah.
got the whole Atlanta coming to the south side to get a watermelon. So it
Yeah.
feels good to keep it positive and
Yeah, for
share it
sure.
with your community of people, man. It feels real good, man.
Man, trust me, I understand. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, so first of all, in our culture, it's
Mhm.
like our culture, we don't really have that vibe of health. Like we have a high
Yes,
priority on health, right? And then
exactly.
on top of that, we're men. So
Hmm.
it's double whammy because the only reason why my brother John got healthy is because of his girl. His girl was like, look, like
Yeah.
things, you need to go to the doctor. But
Hmm. Man,
besides that, we try to sweep it under the rug.
man, Chris, I preach the doctor every day since in the gym culture. I go in the sauna, right? And I open up about myself all the time about my mass and my adrenal gland, my kidneys, and I open up about sometimes I used to use the restroom. I used to be constipated a lot, and I had blood in my bowels, right?
Mm.
So I had to go to the doctor. They scheduled. This was 10 years ago. They scheduled me. I meant to share this with you earlier. I'm sorry. It was 10 years ago, and I had a colonoscopy. They found 15 polyps in me. Three of them
Wow.
was three was pre-cancerous polyps they had to cut out. You see what I'm saying? So I supposed to been change this lifestyle from the meat
Gotcha.
and the ribs and everything.
Mm.
So I had a colonoscopy last year. Um last last November I had a colonoscopy. They only found one precancerous polyps. So from there, my mind was like, Joe, you gotta just go and change your habit if you want to be around, because constantly eating this meat, this and that, you gonna fail. So from this journey, what I want to do, Chris, moving forward, is I want to probably do like raw vegan or vegan. I just want to be better than I was yesterday. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I don't really want to go back to meat because I know once I eat meat, it has me bloated and constipated, and my
Mm.
stomach just don't digest it like it's supposed to.
Right.
So I need my
And
food soft.
I mean, that's a good goal.
Yeah.
I think when I very first started, my goal, well, my first step was alkaline.
Hmm.
So I was still cooking for sure. I was cooking, and
Yeah.
then I was like, man, I think I want to eventually get to raw vegan. You know what I'm saying? Like a raw
Hmm.
plant-based. So I started messing with the raw plant-based stuff, and it's incredible. I used to go to different cities to see, try different foods because I'm in Dallas. So there's
Okay.
no raw food out here. There's no healthy food out here. It's Cowtown. And
Yeah.
the some of the best food I ever found was the raw food, and it digests like a dream. Like people
Exactly.
don't know what good digestion is because they've been eating processed food and meat and dairy their whole life.
Exactly, man. That constipation, man, constantly constipated, man, every day. You have to be sick, man, mentally to continue to want to be constipated and keep taking laxatives and everything else. It's just it's man, you gotta be sick, man, in the mind, man. And I think the best way to heal yourself is to change your diet. It's
Hmm.
simple. Change your diet, and that's what I'm learning.
Yeah. Man, this is fox. So so you're doing the watermelon. Now, when you blend it, do you blend the rind as well?
Yeah, so I just started blending around about 2 weeks ago. So
Okay.
we got the The best rind to blend to me is off the sugar babies. Them the like the dark small
Dark,
basketball
yeah,
niggas,
yeah, yeah.
watermelon. The black diamonds, what people call them. I call them sugar babies. That rind is just it's different. So when you blend the rind and the watermelon, it's like it's a smooth taste. You know, if you once you blend just straight watermelon, you know it's real sweet once you cool it. But once you
Mm,
blend the rind with everything, it kind of balances out the sweetness and make it like smooth.
gotcha,
You know?
gotcha.
Hmm.
Now, do you add any lemon juice to your
Oh,
blend?
come on, man. You know I'm from the South. You gotta have that lemon. So, like Chris said, you might want to go alkaline a little bit. So we'll add some, some lime in there. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, I do the lemon, man. I do the lemon and the lime, man, and it's
Yeah, yeah,
different. I've
yeah.
been
That
trying to tell people about it. They be looking at me like I'm crazy, Chris. Hey, put some lemon on there. Lemon. Yeah, put some lemon on there,
lemon.
man. And they
Woo!
hit me. They hit me. Boy, that lemon was good, man. Who taught you that? Who taught you that? Man, that's old news, man.
Yeah.
That's old news. Yes,
That's
sir.
crazy. All right,
Mm-hmm.
so you basically was like, I'm gonna have to eat eventually. But so when you
Yeah.
started doing this, you didn't
Mhm.
have like a set amount of days. Is it
No,
certain?
and people ask me, Chris, every day, man, when you gonna stop? When you gonna stop? Chris, I tell them every day. I just feel so good. I go by how I feel, and
Hmm.
I feel amazing. I've been feeling amazing, bro. I didn't never thought I'd go this long.
Okay.
My buddy was like, "Okay, make it to day 20." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm cool. I feel good. I feel lighter. I'm slimmer." Man, health is wealth, Chris, and I want to keep going, but I know I'm gonna have to refeed. If I can do this forever, I would. But me, I'm like I have like an addictive personality. So far as for my food, I like ribs. I go buy ribs all the time. I like chicken. I like this and that. But
Hmm.
I noticed on this journey, straight watermelon, I'm addicted to watermelon. So it's like, man, I feel good every day. I'm glad to be addicted to something that have me feeling good. But I know I'm gonna have to refeed soon. So I'm just gonna have to, continue to watch your channel or a lot of other vegan channels and see how to refeed on
Hmm.
it and just go to a better lifestyle. I don't ever want to go back to the reels, man. I love me some ribs, don't get me wrong, but I don't ever want to go back to that lifestyle because I feel so good now. This is like no other. I lost weight before Chris, gained it all back, but I lost weight eating certain things, chicken and rice and this and that, chicken and broccoli, all that stuff they tell you to eat for protein and all that BS. Right now, I notice on this watermelon, man, if I can do fruit, if I can do some type of fruits and get a cookbook, man, of some nice vegan recipes, man, that I can do from the house. It don't have to be raw vegan. I just want to eat better than I did last year. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I want to continue to look young. I want to feel good. And I thank God I caught everything early where I can make a change. I can wake up, I can get on YouTube and I can listen to you without tools coming from my body. I can
Yeah.
wake up, I can listen to other influencers without tools coming out my body. I can be a positive person myself and let the world know you can do it. And I can relate to a lot of people out there, let them know it's easier said than done, man. But once you do it, you'll never be disappointed at yourself again
Hmm.
because you made that step for yourself and for your health. You did
Right.
it for you. That's the best feeling in the world, man, to do something for yourself and to make you feel good within and to share
Hmm.
with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's what feed me. That's what feed me to share this with everybody else and to get the positive energy from other people. And we just throw it in a circle, man. It's like a tornado of positive energy and positive words for one another. And it feels so good and amazing. It's one of the best feelings I ever experienced in my life.
Yeah. And you know what? Like I tell people, like give yourself that opportunity to have that experience. So like, people say
Mhm.
when I'm sure you got it in some capacity, but people would tell me,
Yeah.
Chris, you're what you're doing is so restrictive. Like
Mhm.
why would I restrict myself? Why would I say I can't have this, can't do this? It's like through this restriction, you are actually
Mhm.
opening up an opportunity to expand and explore life. Because like I
Yeah.
never knew what smoked paprika tastes like before I changed my
Mhm.
diet. I never knew
Yeah.
the sweetness of a bell pepper. I never had an appreciation for avocados. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like your
It's
taste buds change and you experience when you eat raw. Like
Hmm.
you don't know. There's so much flavor in food that you've never had because you always cook it. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
So
So,
I can't wait to experience that,
oh,
Chris. I know that the watermelon tastes deeper. Man, I look at my watermelon and talk to my watermelon before I eat it. But I notice I can smell things more clear. Like my wife, they'll cook bacon in the morning, and it smell like trash to me. I'm not trying to be this person now. I only been going hard for 41 days, but
right, right.
a lot of things smell different. I even look at chicken different when it's in the refrigerator.
So you're saying that you're basically smelling different thing, food that used to smell good to you or look good to you isn't as appealing anymore.
It's not appealing, man. It seems like on the journey of eating one thing, you see a lot of stuff different. So I see chicken different. And like my algorithm, it go back to your algorithm on your phone. Once you lock in on certain thing on health, that's all you see is health stuff. So a
Mm,
lot of different stuff start making sense. Like me eating chicken every day, it's like sometimes it's like a drug. You be lost mentally on really what you're doing. But the only people can see it is on the people on the outside looking in. But when you're around a coat of people that just constantly eating this and eating that, the party, like the brunch, and we eating this and we take pictures of our food, and you realize, man, this stuff is killing us. So once I learn from your channel, I learn from other people's channel. These are health channels. I see people 75 years old look like they 30, you know?
right.
So it's like these are the people I want to be like, you know? And it's like people are so caught up in the commercials and the videos of this food is kind of sickening. But to make a long story short, to get back to what you were saying, I had chicken in the refrigerator, right? And I just opened the refrigerator and I just stared at it. And I said, I'm a truck driver. I'm sure we already had this discussion. I'm a truck driver. So I noticed like, man, from shipping and receiving of this product, this animal
Mm,
product, man, it had to been sitting around a month before it made it to a Kroger or made it to our freezers. You know what I'm
yep.
saying? So this animal had to been dead for like 2 weeks before it even make it to a sorting station for it to be sorted out to be packaged to go to okay, Walmart store 319, this store 419. It be sitting on docks and freezers and stuff before it even make it out. So you might get a dead chicken that just came in the store from it been dead for like a month,
Right.
and you put it in your refrigerator. So it's thawing out in my refrigerator, and I'm just looking at it, Chris, and I'm just shaking my head like I got to get my family on board now. I got to lead by example. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I can't just be around this and just open the door and my kids eating this chicken and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Yeah.
trying to knock nobody for what.
I know you feel like, okay, I got this knowledge, this experience. I got to
Mhm.
try to um, make some changes in the family holistically, right?
Yes, sir.
And the best way that I found to approach it is like you had mentioned, like number one, lead by example, and then
Mhm.
also educate. You know what I mean? Just sprinkle little bits of wisdom because children are very intelligent.
Yeah.
So if you start telling the children, like, look, do you
Mhm.
realize this chicken you eating is 2 months old?
Mhm.
Or if you think about, they inject the chickens with the antibiotics and all that crazy stuff and all
Okay.
that white pus that, like, one of the
Mhm.
things that got me, the white pus that comes out of a chicken, I thought that was like natural fluids from a
Yeah. True.
chicken. And
Yeah.
so when I
Yeah.
started changing my diet, I would buy high quality chicken and it didn't have
Mhm.
that white pus come out of it. And I'm like, wait a minute, what have I been eating all this time?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, if you ride me driving behind the chicken truck, is one of the worst smells you will ever smell. And if you when I was eating, I used to sit down and I smell the chicken like a chicken wing, and you can smell the chicken. It's weird. You can
Uh,
smell like the chicken smelled weird.
uh.
So I knew I had to stop eating it, but eventually, from this journey, I'm gonna shut it cold turkey, Chris. Shut it
Okay.
down cold turkey.
Hey man, listen,
Yeah.
mushrooms are crazy.
I got a buddy, like you say, the mushrooms. I got a buddy, Tommy the Mushroom Man, man. He moved down here to Atlanta,
Oh, you
right?
you know him?
Yeah, I know Tommy. That's my guy. Well, anytime you in town, Chris, you in the A, man, just hit me. I'll take you to the spot. Hey, he cook you up some good mushrooms
I'm
now.
gonna have to take a trip.
Hey, he got some good mushrooms, man. So like you said, the mushrooms, he can do like I'm not with really too much of the people trying to make things taste like meat. You know
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying? I really want to do this journey, trying to be straightforward. But if you can make a mushroom taste like a steak, I say I go for it.
Every once in
I
a while,
go
you get,
for
you
it
know what I'm saying?
one or two times. So yeah, that's what it's
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've had a lot of fun with mushrooms and different foods, and like I said, this whole
Mm-hmm.
journey has opened up a window for me to like explore. Whereas before, I was eating chicken, beef,
Mm-hmm.
pork, like there was just turkey. It's the same five foods every single
Yeah,
day. So
exactly.
so at this point,
Mm-hmm.
because you started the call saying you felt good, you look
Yeah.
good. I could tell you're vibrant. Like I could just tell from your energy.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had any tests done? Because I know you had
So
mentioned.
so so midday, I had midday 16, I had a test at Kaiser. I wasn't dehydrated, but of course my kidney functions was about the same, but I'm gonna do a test when I'm finished. That was like almost 30, I mean,
Almost 30. Yeah.
yeah, 30 some days ago. So now I'm like, okay, it's time to get tested. So when I finish this journey, I'm gonna get tested, then I'm gonna see where my test at. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I'm sure and I'm positive since I've been on watermelon, I've been sweating more. I
Mm,
haven't been wanting to, drink water. I haven't been thirsty when I run. My mouth stay moist. I don't have the dry mouth. You know what I'm saying? So I can
yeah.
tell the benefits and plus the energy. I know if I was tearing my body up, I'm sure I'd feel it, you know.
Right.
So I feel amazing, Chris. I have a lot of energy. I'm positive. I'm mentally strong. I don't get angry like I used to. That's one thing about the journey. I don't get angry. I used to
Okay.
be angry. I used to be like somebody say something, or my wife sent me a text message that ruined my whole day, right? Now it's like, okay, we'll work on that later. Right now, I got to focus on driving.
Mm,
I used to let it shut me down and go. I used to go eat some BX. Now on this
mm.
watermelon, I'm positive, man. If you have something negative to say, I'm gonna twist it up and make it so positive. You're gonna be like, "Oh my God, man, what's wrong with me?" You're gonna start blaming yourself. So,
Right.
you know,
That's
and I'm
fire.
a beast with it, Chris. Man, I suck in so much positive energy. It feels so good. It's like a superpower. Is to be positive is simple. To be negative is dark. Something wrong with people that want to be negative. Something
Hmm.
wrong with them. So I'm here. I'm here to put a light on their head and say, "Hey, man, you don't have to be negative, bro. It's okay, man. We love you, bro." And that's what we need in our community, man. I tell people, I'm like, bro, I love you, bro. Everything gonna be all right, man. And you'll be surprised how people break down and be happy and thankful because that's all we need, man. Somebody to tell us, we love each other, man.
Yeah.
I love you, Chris.
I
I love you,
appreciate you.
Joe. You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
that's all
Yeah.
we need.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Hey, listen, man. Here's what I'm gonna do.
yeah,
I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna get your address. I'm gonna send you a cookbook. I got a cookbook that I put
cool.
together, and
Yeah,
like it's more of a transitional cookbook, so it's not
mhm.
necessarily raw, but it
Yeah.
has alkaline dishes. It's got raw dishes in there,
Okay.
and you know what I'm saying, something that I think will help you
But
kind of.
I appreciate it, Chris, because I'm not here just to talk on camera. Like I want to put my actions. Actions speak louder than words, and that's what I'm showing people. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate that book, man. That'll mean a lot to me, bro. Just to
Yeah,
have it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I appreciate
yeah,
that, brother.
absolutely. I
Yes,
do
sir.
want to make sure to get your social media so that people can follow you and tap
Yes,
in
sir.
because you
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just so positive. Like,
Man, that's the only way to be, man. My social media, if y'all want to follow me, man, y'all can follow me at UFO, like a alien, UFO Chevy. Chevy like the truck. It's all about positive vibes, watermelon, and good people exercising and working out. And I show you guys everything I do on a daily basis as far as my workout and staying positive, man. UFO Chevy. Yes, sir.
are you in AHA Communities, my private platform?
I'm not in your private, I think far as no, not a private one. I'm in your
Okay.
group, your open group on Facebook. And I
I'm gonna
follow
send you
you.
an invite.
Okay, and I follow you on Instagram too. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I
Mhm.
want you. Yeah, I'll tap in with you on Instagram, but I want you to
Mhm.
jump in there, man, because people like it's built for people like you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want that energy in there. So if you could spread that in our, our
Man,
private membership, that'd be
anytime,
dope.
man. I'm telling you, Chris. Once you get on this wave, this positive wave, you'll be surprised what comes your way.
Well, listen, I appreciate your time. I appreciate your
Mhm.
positivity. I
Yes, sir.
appreciate you being genuine.
Yes, sir.
When you complete this phase of your journey, you get your
Mhm.
testing done. I'm definitely going to invite you to come back on
Oh yeah.
to, do a follow up with you because why not? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes,
I,
sir.
yeah, I like this energy. So, thank you for everything, man.
Man,
Um,
likewise.
my pleasure. For those of you who are watching, make sure to hit that like button for me, man. Subscribe if you haven't already. Obviously, you know, I'm looking to bring more people just like Joe on here to talk about their health and wellness journey from different perspectives. Who knows? You might be the next one on the show. As always, the application of knowledge is power, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.